lot of us try a bunch of different things, and then we find something starts working. And so we say, that's interesting. Any smart person, as they find something starts working, they will start doing more of it. They will start tweaking it to make it work better. And so we arrive at certain ways that we know work, but sometimes in that journey, we don't really figure out why it works. So that's one part. And the second part is we often, 9 cases out of 10, even though it works for us, we don't know how to help others get there as well. So that's why sometimes I'll hear from people that, oh, the vocabulary you shared in this piece, whatever it was that you wrote, is very powerful because that I can share with my team. And now we're speaking the same language from the perspective of being extremely objective and not blaming anybody. So if there is some anti-pattern, say there is an anti-pattern I talk about in product development, which is the execution orientation fallacy, where we create plans mainly based on what we know we can easily execute rather than what is right for the customer, because that may be hard, or we avoid ambiguity. Sometimes ambiguity you do have to face head on. We avoid it because if
Mhm.
we start to tackle the ambiguity, we won't be able to execute on something very quickly and easily. So that's the execution oriented fallacy that causes all sorts of problems on product teams and is one of the leading causes of product failure among otherwise smart teams. Once you're equipped with this term, the execution orientation fallacy, it becomes much more psychologically safe for anybody on the team. Doesn't have to be the team leader, but for anybody on the team, when we encounter this situation where we're like, let's just do all the low hanging fruit and we're not going to tackle this high impact thing because it requires a contentious conversation with this other team and we hate that team and whatever the reason might be, somebody on the team can now say, this is a fine plan, but I worry that we might be
Mm.
falling prey to the execution orientation fallacy. By
Yeah.
saying that, we are not blaming anybody and we are actually taking a high sense of responsibility. We are raising our collective self awareness. So it makes these types of conversations and interactions much easier.